So a lot of people have requested a little explanation of the series bodies, and I understand that it could be confusing, especially when you have a movie that deals with timeline. However, it's quite an interesting mini-series, and if you watch it till the end, you get to understand the whole thing. Bodies really happened in, I mean, fictionally in London, in four different timelines. So we had 1890, I believe, we had 1941, 2003, 2023, and 2053. And it all started by discovering a body of a person that was shot in the eye, and so many mysteries, surrounding that shot because the bullet didn't pass through; it was rather lodged in the eye, and it sparked a lot of what they call it, investigations and all of that, all to see that it was linked to the case was linked throughout the four timelines. So the detectives from different timelines actually have to leave clues throughout the timelines for the earliest timeline or the latest timeline being 2053 to understand and resolve it. And it was resolved, and the so-called villain had to record a better message for that. So the last detective from 2053 was able to solve the case, understanding that there had been some sort of time machine, which they call the truth, and they were able to go back in time, back to 1890, and encounter the detective in 1890 and explain a lot of things to him pertaining that murder case, or the homicide per se, as regarding 2053, and he had to do everything possible to convince or to try and change the loop, and he was able to convince the Hacker was the name of the person. I'm trying to remember his name, but they called him Hacker in 2053, and they were able to convince him, and he actually had to bend the time, sort of like adjusting it to send the right message through the timelines to 2023, so that the boy, I believe, supposed to be his son, would not, destroy a large population of the world. So he was able to do that, and it was fixed, and apparently that was the end of it. That was the end. So it's a good storyline. It's quite simple, but you just have to watch it.